Located in Saint-Malo along the Breton coast, 415 kilometers from Paris, in the midst of an impressive field of seaweed, UPL OpenAg, through its subsidiary Laboratoire GoActiv, has spent nearly 50 years developing technologies to harness the sea's resources. From the hands of seaweed harvesters to those working the land, this is where the extraordinary journey begins for GoActiv solutions derived from Ascophyllum nodosum seaweed, submerged in the cold waters of the seas and oceans, buffeted by tides, at times underwater, at times exposed to the air and sun. These plants have developed an extremely resilient metabolism to withstand these many aggressions. Since the 12th century, farmers on the Breton coast have used seaweed to enrich their crops with sodium, potassium, and iodine. Besides just fertilizing the land, they noticed that their vegetable plants were often healthier and more vigorous after applying the seaweed. Armed with this insight, Laboratoire GoActiv made seaweed the focus of its expertise upon its founding in 1971. We studied and analyzed Ascophyllum nodosum to understand it and to best fulfill the needs of sustainable agriculture, offering such solutions as GoActiv products. Research shows that these seaweeds have the ability to activate a plant's physiology, enhancing its yield potential and quality while facing various challenges such as climate change. Hand-picked by seaweed harvesters along the shores of Finistère and Côte d'Armor, Ascophyllum nodosum is carefully harvested to ensure that this farming is sustainable.
La côte nord du Finistère a toujours été exploitée depuis les années 1800 à 1900 sur tout ce qui est algues brunes. Alors la Bretagne, depuis au moins une centaine d'années, récolte des algues. Bien sûr, maintenant, il y a plusieurs types d'algues. Il y a les laminaires. Après, il y a les fucales. Et nous, on récolte principalement l'Ascophyllum nodosum pour la société GoActiv. Ici, en Bretagne, la mer descend tous les 6 heures et monte tous les 6 heures. C'est-à-dire 12 heures par jour, l'algue est dans l'eau. Et 12 heures par jour, elle est en dehors de l'eau. C'est la meilleure conservation de l'algue. Elle suit son cycle. C'est ce qui la rend unique et je pense que c'est ce qui fait que les produits aujourd'hui, surtout à base d'Ascophyllum, sont très résistants pour tout ce qui est biostimulant, quoi.
Here begins a race against time to preserve all the active ingredients in the freshly harvested seaweed through all the processing stages to finally wind up in the finished products.
Le site de Saint-Malo est sur un circuit court entre la récolte et le point d'approvisionnement, ce qui permet aujourd'hui de travailler sur des matériaux vivants tels que les algues fraîches. On est sur un délai de 24 heures entre la récolte et l'approvisionnement et on sera sur un délai de 3 jours entre la transformation des algues jusqu'à l'envoi du produit fini chez nos clients.
The seaweed is sorted and sent through several grinding steps, from very coarse to very fine, and the result is a seaweed filtrate containing all the active ingredients of fresh seaweed without the inert compounds. We use a cold process to enhance the plant's biological properties and achieve a high-quality product that will activate plant nutrition, activate reproductive processes, and thereby maximize the plant's yield. A natural, non-toxic solution for farmers and their crops, GoActiv products.
Le site de Saint-Malo est équipé également d'un laboratoire contrôle qualité dans lequel nous sommes équipés de plusieurs techniques analytiques permettant de contrôler 100% des productions réalisées de GoActiv. Dans ce contrôle, on y réalise l'analyse de tous les composés actifs de façon à garantir que notre produit est dans les spécifications.
UPL strives tirelessly to reduce its environmental footprint and become a greener, more efficient company. In an effort to repurpose raw materials, we now take pressed waste and process it through our composting or anaerobic digestion. To further reinforce our commitment to improving our environmental performance and minimize our production impact, we have built a wastewater treatment plant. By betting on the beneficial contribution of seaweed for agriculture, Laboratoire GoActiv has, from the start, been a pioneer in the use of seaweed-based biostimulants. Our 100% natural products have already convinced eco-conscious and performance-driven farmers. As key drivers of economic progress, research and innovation are the focal point of UPL's strategy. The Saint-Malo Research and Development Lab focuses mainly on studying the effectiveness of biostimulants and on understanding exactly how they affect plants. Fundamental research aims to determine the properties of the substances extracted from the seaweed and to understand how they work. The results are then used in applied research to create new products.
In the lab, we try to better understand what is the mode of action of GoActiv on plants. So we are especially looking at some genes which are involved in the nutrition pathway. And we look also at some enzyme activities which are important, for example, for nitrogen nutrition. In UPL, we are still continuing to innovate in order to find new seaweed-based products and to prepare the future. In the GoActiv team, we work closely with the OpenAg Center in the US and the lab in Mexico in order to be able to propose new seaweed-based products in the future for our farmers.
From its saltwater home, the seaweed finally reaches its destination in your land with GoActiv. Its crop-stimulating properties will enable better and higher yields with less, giving farmers the means to face tomorrow's challenges.
GoActiv is a natural tool for the growers in order for them to answer to the new challenges that they do have in their production every day. This is to say, produce more with less, reducing the carbon dioxide footprint, and finally producing more quality in a sustainable way in order to answer to the consumer demand. As part of UPL purpose, GoActiv is today a tool for the growers in order to produce in a more sustainable way.
Guaranteed biodegradable and 100% safe for humans, GoActiv products meet the new needs of consumers.